Yo, what's poppin'? Beatbox, Bobby, and Buck, Mosh, Jelton.
Yeah.
We getting down.
Weeby gets down.
Weeby gets down. Yo, you remember I said Jake Paul and Mike Tyson would never fight?
Yeah,
They did fight.
they did.
I was wrong.
You were.
But I did say Conor McGregor would never fight in the UFC again.
You also did say that.
And Conor McGregor has one fight, I believe, left on his contract. I know he has at least one fight left on his contract at the UFC.
Okay.
Now, there's been rumblings about Conor McGregor versus Logan Paul. The $500 million fight. So
Are we serious right now?
we're dead serious. Here's an article right here from Forbes. We can officially remove the rumor tag from the Logan Paul versus Conor McGregor boxing match story. It's a real thing that both sides want. The major impediment appears to be the UFC's reluctance to allow McGregor to participate since McGregor is under contract for 2 fights or more with the UFC. He is unable to compete in any sport event outside of the octagon. But Paul's saying he's gonna do his best to make it happen. Now here's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
Logan Paul is going to box Conor McGregor. 1,000%.
Jake Logan Paul is going to fight Conor McGregor.
Jake Logan Paul will.
Yes.
Logan Paul is going to fight Conor McGregor 100%. Now, I said Mike Tyson wouldn't fight Jake.
Right.
And then it got postponed after I said that. And then they went into the ring and they didn't fight. Right. So I was still right. They didn't really fight, or else somebody would have gotten knocked out. I'm telling you right now, Dana White, the UFC, their fidelity is a fiduciary responsibility to their shareholders. And a McGregor Logan Paul fight is at least a $500 million fight.
Logan Paul's the one that does wrestling, right?
Yeah, WWE.
Oh.
So it's the same company.
Right. Okay.
Because the same company that owns the UFC owns the WWE,
Right.
which is Endeavor Holdings. So Conor is under contract with Endeavor's UFC.
Right.
And Logan's under contract with Endeavor's WWE. Why wouldn't they make $500 million in one night?
I mean, yeah, right? Like, what the heck? It's in the same company. Like, that's the thing I'm getting to. Why the heck wouldn't they?
Yeah.
That's the thing. People would say they wouldn't because Conor has a fight on his contract. He's supposed to do MMA. He was supposed to fight Michael Chandler for 2 years, kept ducking out because of stuff. And then everybody on the UFC roster is going to come out and go, this is unfair. This guy can do whatever he wants. He fights Floyd Mayweather. No one else is allowed to go box anybody. Now he's going to get to fight. Well, yeah. Yeah, he does. He gets to do all of that because he makes $500 million.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, he's Conor McGregor. Yes.
Yes. So the UFC fighters better not. I promise you, listen, guys, take it to the bank. If there's a money line, you'll win money. Conor McGregor will box Logan Paul. The only caveat is something may happen to where Jake Paul gets slipped in there. Something could happen. In my opinion, Jake Paul does all the work, and then Logan Paul gets all the big fights.
That's kind of true.
Yeah.
I mean, that is pretty true. But, like, when Jake Paul does get in there, dude, he makes the money.
Yeah, he makes the money, but he fights Tyron Woodley, badass. He fights Anderson Silva, badass. He fights Nate Diaz, badass. And then Logan takes a fight, and it's against Floyd Mayweather.
Right.
And then Jake Paul fights badass, and then fights Tommy Fury, fights another badass, and then Logan Paul gets in there, and he fights Conor McGregor. Like, if I was Jake, I'd be like, listen, Logan, that's some bitch stuff.
Like, why are you taking my money?
Why don't you let me get one of the? There's no more high profile. Oh, you got Mike Tyson. See, Logan knows how to do his brother dirty. Oh, you got Mike Tyson, Jake. Come on, bro. Everyone wants to fight. Mike Tyson is nowhere near big as the other two, especially right now. This ain't 1986.
Yeah.
Right.
So I bet you Logan's probably telling his brother Jake, "Hey, listen, man, you got Mike Tyson, bro. I got Floyd Mayweather, but you got one better. Mike Tyson, that's better than." No, it's not.
It's not. It's not better. It's not better.
Yeah.
Floyd Mayweather's that dude.
And Conor McGregor is better than probably Floyd Mayweather in this space.
In this space, you think Conor McGregor would be better than Floyd Mayweather at boxing?
In terms of money made
Okay.
in a fight between Logan Paul versus Floyd Mayweather and Logan Paul versus Conor McGregor, I think Conor McGregor would bring in more money.
Oh, sure.
Wow.
Does Conor McGregor have a boxing background at all?
A little bit. He boxed Floyd Mayweather, but I think that was one of the highest pay-per-views of all time.
Conor McGregor fought Floyd Mayweather?
Yeah, versus Floyd Mayweather.
Really?
Yeah, and it wasn't that. It was actually a decent fight.
Oh, you know what? I do remember that. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a decent fight. I think Floyd's defense is so good that you can't hit him
That dude's just like impenetrable.
because he puts his damn shoulder when you're going to fight, and so you end up just punching him in his shoulder because he slips everything.
Right.
Yeah.
So sick. Floyd is sick.
He knows how to box.
Well, that's why it's wild to me. You say Conor McGregor would rake in more cash if he was the one of the headliners for the big fight, as compared to Floyd Mayweather. I would imagine that Floyd Mayweather, with his almost perfect fighting record and notorious skill,
It's perfect.
Right.
He hasn't lost.
he hasn't lost at all.
No.
Oh well, see, I was mistaken. He's perfect.
Okay, but that would
So I don't know.
I feel like that would pull in just for like the boxing fans and for the sporting fans. But like Conor McGregor would pull in a much bigger crowd.
Yeah, we're talking about money, like Bob's saying.
Yeah,
Conor
that's
McGregor's
fair.
pulling in women from
from everywhere.
Midwestern towns, bro,
Roadhouse.
From Ireland,
Roadhouse
yeah.
remake movie.
which was fire.
Fire.
True.
Fire.
And if people don't have
Yeah.
Conor McGregor playing the lead villain in their movies ASAP, Conor McGregor can play a decent lead villain. But he's not. You will not see, and I've stuck to this, and I promise you this. You will not see Conor McGregor in an octagon ever again. Ever again. It will never happen.
Let me ask you this. What if Conor McGregor really, really wants this fight, and the only way he'll ever do it is if they concede and just let him have, but he needs to have one match instead of the two on his contract?
I know who it'll be against if it has to happen.
Chandler?
Nope.
Who?
Nate Diaz.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Pillow hands.
Pillow hands. Exactly. And I've said this before.
Insurance stuff.
Hey, Nate Diaz is a jiu-jitsu master. He can pop you. He could box. But if you start getting popped, all you got to do is try to take Nate down. And what you're really saying is, Nate, please submit me.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, just
And
knock
then-
me down. I'm done.
So there's no super powerful hit that could give Conor brain damage. It's a very safe fight. So I think if he's got to take another one, and that's very possible,
Yeah.
that Conor McGregor may fight Nate Diaz. He will not fight another fighter,
Nobody else. Yeah.
but he will fight Nate Diaz. He might even fight Nick Diaz if Nick Diaz were to come back.
Yeah. That'd be
That's
great.
it. He's not.
That'd be an easy cash grab just to double up on the money.
Nate would be a bigger.
You think so?
Yeah, Nick's been going through some weird stuff lately. So
Oh, okay. But I mean, like the return, type situation.
yeah, he actually had one of those recently.
Oh, okay.
And he got beat. I think it was the third round. He was bleeding everywhere, and they threw in the towel. And he was talking on the mic with Joe Rogan, and he's like, he was already beating the hell out of me, and I didn't want to keep bleeding all over the mat. The mat's almost completely red, so I just said, F it.
Right.
So,
Wow.
Notoriety there.
hey, man, Conor will not be in an octagon. I guarantee you, unless that's with Nate Diaz. and Logan Paul, Dana White, Conor McGregor, the UFC, the WWE, Endeavor, and the contracts will make it work to where Conor McGregor will fight
Yeah.
Logan Paul.